everyone. Welcome to my tutorial for the 8 different kinds of basic horizontals for the Balisong. The first one I'm going to be showing you is a backhand, underhand, regular, and what that looks like is this. And you can do the same exact motion to close. To break that down for you, basically what you're doing is you start by holding the spine handle palm in, and the latch handle and the blade you're going to let spin out, around, and under. So to show you guys slowly, you let the handle and blade go, spins out, under your hand, and then back, and you let it just hit the back of your hand, and then you just snap it shut and catch, and do the same thing to close. I'll show you guys again in real time. So if you do that in reverse, you get a backhand, underhand, reverse horizontal. So that looks like this. So I'll just show you first. So you flick it out, twirl and catch. Same thing to close, out, twirl and catch. So instead of doing the twirl first, you snap out the latch handle and blade, hitting your back of your hand, and then you let it twirl under and catch. And the same thing to close. Go out first, twirl under, and catch. So the other backhand horizontal you can do is a backhand, overhand, regular. And that's pretty much the same move, except instead of going under your hand, you go over, come over the top. So go ahead and show you and then break it down. So show you guys again slowly. Comes out, around, just like the underhand, but you're going to bring the handle over. Come out, hit the back of your hand, like the underhand one, and back closed, catch, and same thing to close. Come out, around, over the top, out, and closed. So now the fourth horizontal you can do is that exact move in reverse. So it's a backhand, overhand, reverse. That looks like this. Same thing to close. And I'll break that down for you guys too. So you come out, hitting the back of your hand, spinning the blade and latch handle around over the top, but the other direction this time, and closed. Same thing to close, same motion, out, over, around, close. So those are the 4 backhand basic horizontals that you can do. You've got the underhand, regular, and reverse, and the overhand, regular, and reverse. So now that I've showed you those 4, I'll move on to the harder 4, which are the forehand. So instead of backhand going to the outside, you come to the inside. And same thing like the backhand, the forehand has a underhand and an overhand, and a reverse of each. So I'll go ahead and show you the forehand, underhand, regular. It looks like this. Same thing to close. And I'll break that down. So you kind of start opposite though. Instead of palm up, you're going to start palm down for the forehand. So let the latch handle and blade go. This time it's still going to spin under, except your hand's a little bit out of the way this time. So then once it comes out, you snap it shut. And same thing to close. Let the latch handle and blade go, around, out, and shut. So now you can do that same move in reverse. So that looks like this. And you can do the same thing to close. So break that down for you. So it's just like the other reverses where you let the handle and blade go. Instead of twirling, you hit the back of your hand, then you twirl. So I'm going to go ahead and twirl the blade and latch handle under, and and catch it open. And same thing to close. Let the blade latch handle out, hit first, around, under, and close. So now the last two, if you haven't guessed it already, it's going to be a forehand, overhand regular, and that looks like this. Go ahead and break that down. So you're going to let it go, let the latch handle and blade go. You're going to twirl over the top, hit the back of the palm, and snap it back shut. And same thing to close. Over the top, out, close. And the last one is that same move, the forehand, overhand regular, but in reverse. So that looks like this. And I'll go ahead and break that down for you. So you're going to let the latch handle and blade go. Hit the back of the palm first. Come back, over the top, and grab. So I'll show you guys how to close that. So let it go first, over the top, and catch. So I would suggest doing any of the regulars first, overhand or backhand. I'm sorry, overhand or underhand. Actually, yeah, I would suggest learning the underhands first. So you got the, show you the backhand, underhand. And here's the forehand, underhand. Maybe next I would say do the overhands, just because those are a little bit easier than any of the reverses. So those look like these, or sorry, like this. But these horizontals are great just because once you learn it opened, it's the same thing to close. So